make a move down the back chute as they move in on the 41 car. Jimmy Nichols are running 4th in the 31. Alexander 5th in the 77 car. Virgil Brandt still holding the point. Jimmy Nichols moving in. Brandt gets a little crossways off 2. Haynes moving in as they go into 3. Jimmy Nichols shortening the gap on Crawley. Crawley right up on the rear nerve bar of the 16H. A dandy heat race going right here, ladies and gentlemen. Virgil Brandt still holding the advantage in that American Challenge K&L Custom Mac Tools racing machine. Haynes Auto Supply, your sponsor on the Jeff Haynes car. Crawley driving that Lance Landers Mobile Home team affiliated cargo carriers. Sprinter. Still the 41 of Virgil Brandt. Haynes looking down on the inside. Setting him up into the turn down low. Haynes making a shot down on the low side. Brandt holds him off. The 41 and the 16H locked in a dandy race. Crawley fading in 3rd. Jim Nichols holding on to 4th. Haynes trying to make a run again as we're looking for the white flag on this lap. Virgil Brandt, Jeff Haynes. Haynes with a shot down on the low side. Cannot make it stick. Virgil Brandt still holding the advantage down the back chute. Heading into turn 3. The 41 and the 16H running a 1-2 off turn 4. Tommy Williams, Curtis Thorson chasing him into turn number 1. Steve Seaver in that yellow 36S running 3rd. Tim Holsworth in the 88 car running 4th. Curtis Thorson down on the bottom. Tommy Lee Williams up on the top. Tommy Lee driving that Ron Williams Protect chassis out of North Platte. Your leader moving in now, driving the KRUU 98.3. Sprinter Curtis Thorson, your leader. That yellow 36S, Steve Seaver out of Elida, Ohio, running 3rd. Your top 3 coming off turn number 4, 10 laps in this C-main event. The top 2 will tag the tail of the B-main. We'll take 4 out of the B to the A. Curtis Thorson, Tommy Lee Williams and Steve Seaver. That battle between the 29T and the 36S. Looking for that second transfer spot. Thorson still holding the advantage off turn 4. Watch that race for second. Ohio and Nebraska. Nebraska and Ohio running 2nd and 3rd. Halfway flags on that last lap. We're moving into the second half of this 10-lap race. Seaver underneath Tommy Lee Williams. The race for that transfer spot. Moving down the back chute. Thorson still holding the advantage. driving that 98.3 off turn 4. Now it's Seaver in the 36S car running second. They're both closing in on Curtis Thorson. Going to get real close and interesting at the front here shortly. Watch them off turn 4. Thorson, Seaver, Tommy Lee Williams. They should be looking for a white flag on this circuit. Thorson and Seaver. White flag on your leaders, the two yellow cars. The two yellow cars battling for the top. Seaver down on the bottom, trying to shoot by Thorson. Side by side, lap traffic could play a factor. Seaver with the lead. Tommy Lee Williams in the 29T trying to take a shot.
With Norm, he's going to get him in the double alignment. Nice to have the youngsters here and enjoying the races. Down the back chute, Norm Wadley, Milo, Iowa, up on the flag stand, Washington, Doug Clark, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, backing him up. Your 360, B-main underway. George Haas III, that unsponsored 91. Your leader into that first turn. We got a race for second. 87 of Crawley on the inside. He's looking for the lead now. Tim Crawley in the cargo carriers, 87 to the number 1 spot in turn 3, down on the bottom. George Haas III, the 91, unsponsored, running second. Todd Bishop and all that Albright Heating and Cooling, 86T. Running third, and getting a challenge from that Budweiser 12 of Skip Jackson. Jackson running fourth. We're taking the top 4. Bruce Williams in that 8B. That Graves & Sons muffler in alignment running in the 5 spot. The yellow flag is out. We got one stalled on the inside of turn 2. Inside of the second turn, we've got one parked up on the shoulder. Coming around, we're green one more time. Tim Crawley, Little Rock, Arkansas, that cargo carries 87. Out in front, running second, that unsponsored 91. George Austin III out of Raytown, Missouri. And that Raytown car goes up top out of turn 2, takes the lead from Crawley out of Arkansas. Running in the number 3 spot, Illinois' Todd Bishop. That Albright Heating Air Conditioning 86T. He's getting a strong challenge from Sydney, Australia, Skip Jackson. That Medicap 12R running in the number 4 spot. Running 5th. In the Graves & Sons muffler line in 8B is Bruce Williams. George Austin III, that unsponsored 91. And we have another yellow as we got one spun over in turn 2. Looks like Kenny Williams, the 16, was running in the number 6 spot. Green flag out once again. Austin III trying to hold off Tim Crawley for that number 1 spot. A race for that number 4 spot. And it's still Austin, Crawley, and Bishop running 1, 2, 3. Now, Bobby Thompson battling Skip Jackson for that number 4 spot. Final transfer. The But out in front, the front two stretching it out a little bit now. George Austin the third, Tim Crawley. Crawley and that Kenworth of Arkansas, sponsored 87, running second. George Austin the third, and that unsponsored 91, running third. And that IGS Machine Shop 86T is Todd Bishop, running fourth, final transfer. And the 12R of that Darnell Oil cars of Skip Jackson on the inside now of Bishop. Your race for third. Jackson on the inside in the 12R. Todd Bishop up on the cushion. He still holds the number 3 spot. Bobby Thompson in that Jocko's Auto Parts 48 running fifth. Your leaders down the front shoot first and second with about a straightaway advantage over third place Bishop. That's George Austin the third in that red 91. Right on his back bumper, that blue 87 of Tim Crawley. It's Missouri and Arkansas. Crawley tries to get up top, but Austin's already up there. Crawley looks a little higher. Into that first turn, your race for that number 1 spot. George Austin the third and Tim Crawley. Todd Bishop running third. Now Crawley goes to the inside in turn 3. The race for that number 1 spot. Coming into lap traffic, Crawley slips up to the high side. That cargo carrier's blue 87's out in front, right with him. George Austin the third in that red and unsponsored 91. As they try and weed through the lap cars, Crawley now with some breathing room as he gets through traffic a little quicker. Todd Bishop in that 86T, Delaney Oil Company sponsor, running third, trying to close in through the lap cars. Randy Wagler, the 6 car, into the pit area. Billy Campbell in the 98Z's into the pits. Your leader, the blue 87, down the back chute into turn 3. Now you race for second. Todd Bishop on the inside of Austin into turn 3. Bishop takes the low side on the white flag. And now second place, or your leader, Tim Crawley, comes to stop on the front chute. Yellow flag coming out as Crawley in the 87 parks it on the front chute. At 91 running second. We're only taking 4 to the A main. We're green. It's 86, 91, 12R and a 48. Skip Jackson goes to the inside on George Austin for the number 2 spot. But Austin up to the challenge, down the back chute. The white flag will be flying this time. Jackson trying to get into that number 2 position. Coming out of 4, Skip Jackson moves into second. It's the 86T, the Albright Heating and Cooling sponsors printer. Todd Bishop, your driver. Your race for second, that unsponsored 91, George Austin the third. The Budweiser Metacap 12 of Skip Jackson. White flag, or the checkered flag out for Todd Bishop.